Hello everyone and welcome to the Team Pickleball League YouTube channel. This is our first attempt at doing this. This is our second season as the Team Pickleball League. Now we play here at Trinity United Methodist Church in Huntsville, Alabama. Tonight's matchup, we're going to see the Rocket City Rage wearing the acid green against the Midtown Trouble in the white. The Rocket City Rage team captain by Bernice Parkhill. She has Julie Popovich, Keith Rush, and Tom Reese. Midtown Trouble, captained by Alice Yielding, who was our last year's most improved player. Shayna Clemmer, who's a newcomer to the Team Pickleball League, so she's in her rookie season with us. Ron Garcia and Ron Eckel. Sorry, so I'm trying to figure out where the best camera angle is. I'm not getting the visiting team serve, but it's a good action we're going to get. Julie puts it down with the spike for the Rage. Oh, nice. Well played, drop, Alice.
No worries. Yeah, so come to the beat. You. Got it.
Julie with her very famous drops as she drops it behind the Trouble to the baseline.
Oh, good try, good try. No worries. No worries. It's coming to me. Nice luck. Here we go. Ignite. All right, I'm serving.
You can hear in the background there's a lot of league action going on tonight. Our Team Pickleball League is actually comprised of 10 teams, all sponsored by a local business, a business in our local community. This is an awesome opportunity if you're in the greater Huntsville, Madison area. You definitely want to get involved, jump in here, give me a shout on Facebook and let us know. We'll see if we can get you a spot on a team. It's a lot of fun. It's a great learning experience. You'll hear the team captain for Midtown Trouble, Alice, giving a lot of words of encouragement to Shayna. As I said, she is a rookie this year. This is her first season with Team Pickleball League. This is a different format. If you watch on TV, the MLP, this is the same exact play style as what MLP plays. So it's a little bit different than what you're going to jump into in a rec game, in a gymnasium somewhere. So again, it's what you see from the team captains is a lot of encouragement, a lot of really helping the rest of their team to pick up the game of pickleball and to pick up this particular style of scoring.
It's you, so it's 6-10.
So as we approach our first side change, as the As the Rocket City Rage has reached 11, they're going to switch sides here. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Midtown Trouble is sponsored by Lyric Music Studio, located right here in Huntsville, Alabama. Lyric Music Studio is led by Luz Ladrillano. She's a voice and pianist. From college, she has been in such plays as Macintosh, Miss Saigon, Disney's Hunchback, The King and I. Check them out at lyricmusicproductions.org to see what they got coming up. Or if you want some voice lessons, some piano lessons, give her a call. Jump on their website or hit them up on Facebook. On the other side of that, the Rocket City Rage is sponsored by Luigi's Italian Grill, some authentic Italian restaurant. It's delicious food. Check them out, 7559 US Highway 72 in Madison, Alabama. I can't thank those sponsors enough. As we go through the season and as we go through the course of this full game, trying to get in all of our sponsors. But again, we couldn't do it without. We need gym. We got to pay for the gyms. We got to pay for insurance. We got to make sure that we got equipment, nets, tape. There's a lot that goes into it, and we really appreciate all of our sponsors. Like I said on this one, this in particular, the Rocket City Rage is sponsored by Luigi's Italian Grill in Madison, and Midtown Trouble sponsored by Lyric Music Studio, led by the incredibly talented Luz Ladrillano. Sitting at 7-13 right now. Quick foot back. That's why she's my tournament partner. As you can see, Julie clearly has a racket sports background. I believe it is racquetball itself. She has a pretty solid drive and her drop, making you chase it back to that baseline it gets you tired running back and forth all the time. But she also can get up on that kitchen line and drive the ball at you. Like I mentioned, this is exactly why I chased after her to get her to be my partner, see if she can carry me through some 4.0 tournament action. 13.
15-8. We're 8. I don't know what y'all are. 8. We're 16. Yeah, 16.
16-8. 8 serving 16. Good night, Peter. Shot. Another textbook strong drive by Julie, straight at Shayna's feet. So team captain Bernice back to serve, game point at 20-8. And Julie hits a drop that is going to go a little bit deep. So some life left here for the Midtown Trouble. They got another shot at it. After we reach 20, the Rocket City Rage are frozen, and they will not be able to score on a side out. They're going to have to score this point on their own.
Julie takes no prisoners and spikes it.
And we have a side out going back to Rocket City Rage, and team captain Bernice is back to serve. Match point once again. Game point. And Bernice gets into the drops now. Looks like that one went a little bit deep as well. Back to Midtown.
10, 10. We just had 29. 10, 20.
So the Trouble's staying alive here. 20-10. Good dig by Bernice.
Bernice with a great dig.
And drops it over, side out. Again, the Rocket City Rage are frozen, so Bernice back to serve once again for game point.
That's it.
Julie drops, and this one is going to fall. And the win's going to go to the Rocket City Rage.
21-10.
Bernice and Julie take the victory. And we're going to get ready to gear up for the men's doubles now. So Rocket City Rage now leads Midtown Trouble 1-0 as we transition to the men's team. The men's team, it's going to be the home team. Rocket City Rage is going to put out there Keith Rush, Tom Reese. While the visitors, Midtown Trouble, are going to put the Ron and Ron Express out there. It's going to be Ron Garcia, Ron Eckel are going to step out there and do battle. While we wait for the men to get on the court, get that first point started, I want to throw out another huge thank you to one of our sponsors, Export Consulting Services, Kristen Kennedy. She actually sponsored all of season 1. She paid for all the jerseys for us. Her company bought us the jerseys that we wear out there. If you're interested in one of those jerseys, reach out to us because they are pretty amazing. And I'm not just saying that because my wife makes them, who runs, owns, and operates Water, Paper, and Brush, who is another one of our sponsors. But Kristen Kennedy, again, huge thank you to her Export Consulting Services as a huge key sponsor. She's got 2 teams under her this season as well, so we couldn't do it without her. But as I mentioned, the Water, Paper, and Brush. Water, Paper, and Brush, Kimberly Snyder runs that. Anything from watercolor portraits. It started off as a portrait of her dog that had passed away. She put it on Facebook and it just blew up. Everybody wanted a watercolor of their dog that had passed away. The dog that's still alive that just means so much to them. And man, it just took off, and it led to people wanting pictures of loved ones that had passed away. Pictures of loved ones that, to remember them by. And of course, I grab her to do all of our jerseys. She does our headband, my headbands. She does, my Under Armour tights. She puts the Huntsville Heat on everything for me. So again, if you're looking for basically anything art related, contact Kimberly at Water, Paper, and Brush on Facebook, on Instagram, all those cool, trendy social media things. She has them. All right, team captain Bernice regulating, keeping us on track here, making sure that we get this game in our allotted time that we have with our wonderful host, Trinity United Methodist. And we start off with Midtown Trouble. Starts off to serve. And Keith puts it back.
Keith putting it down to get the ball
and takes
back
over on the side out for the Rocket City Rage.
Now Tom serving.
Just after seeing the first couple points, I'm predicting an absolute firefight on this one. Ron Garcia in the court closest to the camera, his partner Ron Eckel just to the right court. And then the opposite side, the left court as we see it is going to be Keith and his partner Tom.
I think. I haven't played in like 6 weeks.
Nice shot, Tom.
Tom with the well-placed putback right up in the middle in between the two players from Midtown for another point.
Go, Ray.
With our first timeout of the season, every game, whether it be the women's double, the men's doubles, or either one of the mixed doubles, they all get a timeout that they can have. They get up to a minute on the timeout, discuss some strategy. At that point, they can switch sides if that's what it feels like is the best strategy. Only at that point and during the side change at 11 are the only times that you can actually switch sides in the Team Pickleball League. So looks like they're discussing some strategy. I believe it looks like they might be switching sides on us here, bringing Ron Garcia into the right court and Ron Eckel into the court closest to the camera now. But while that timeout's going on, I wanted to touch on another of our sponsors. That's Cookie Corner. They're out of Pensacola, Florida. If you go out to Palafox Street, you'll see Cookie Corner out there, and they're co-sponsor with Billionaire Productions, which actually is my son, Caleb, and his friend Jamar. They have a YouTube channel, and they are pushing some videos out. Watch for coming to theaters probably in another 10 years, but Bonnie and Clyde, actually to be a TV show. They've written all the shows. They're trying to sell their pilot. But yeah, check out Billionaire Productions on YouTube, Cookie Corner on Instagram. Ali brought down some cookies from Cookie Corner for the holidays, and they're pretty amazing. So if you can get some shipped to you, I suggest you do.
Six, seven.
Put down by Ron G. Just deep. Dig it front.
with this being the first game of the season, you can see everyone's really trying to feel each other out and see what skill level each player is. Some of us play together. Some people are coming in from different cities around here, so you're kind of feeling each other out a little bit, seeing what the tendencies are going to be. First time on this court for most of the people. This is our first time playing at Trinity. We had a little practice session, but this is the first real game. We got the courts nice and taped up. Our pickleball.com nets are up, but you see they're trying to figure out their drops, because both of these teams on the court there, whether it's Ron Garcia, Ron Eckel, whether it's Keith Rush, Tom Reese, if you float one even slightly, it's coming back like a bullet shot out of a gun. It's coming right back at you as they're going to drive it back at your feet. So everybody's kind of feel each other out a little bit, try and get your third shot drops down. You see a lot of putbacks coming off of a third shot drop that floats a little bit.
Are you done? Y'all want?
All right, as we're at our side change, we're going to talk about yet another one of our sponsors, an amazing sponsor, Sugar House in Huntsville. Their desserts on demand, made to order, home-based baking kitchen. Maria Gilbert does an amazing job. She also brought some stuff over for the holidays for us, some Filipino cuisine. It was unbelievable. She picks up the ingredients daily. She makes everything, homemade there in her kitchen. Again, if you have an opportunity to get you something from Maria at Sugar House in Huntsville, go out to their Facebook page, Sugar House Huntsville, see what you can get sent to you. It's amazing. It really is. They're absolutely delicious, and again, we thank her for her sponsorship.
See if it works out. I talked to the president today, and he's got to talk to the office, chief operations guy.
Competition to go. So that's good.
I even talked to Tim.
So we see the Rocket City Rage now in our closest court, the court closest to us. With the Rocket City Rage, Keith Rush, Tom Reese. And we got the traditional setup with the righty on the left side and the lefty on the right side. Just really giving them an advantage with the power coming, any shots coming up the middle. So, Midtown's going to have to get creative and try and hit some corners on them.
In this game, so I'm not going to say that. But if you can get with him and then give me your information, I'll put you on our subs list. And then anytime, there's one today trying to subs.
Ask and you shall receive it right away. We go down the line and pick up a point for Rocket City Rage. Great shot coming down that line.
Good shot. Lay down, man. Thanks for coming.
So the trouble here, just served their
Shot.
game
Good shot,
point.
Thomas. Great job.
And the Rage catches a side out, so they're going to stay alive.
16-20.
All right, Midtown serving for their next game point, 2017, and they score the winner. And Midtown Trouble now takes the victory in the men's doubles. We're going to get ready to do some mixed doubles as we even the score up 1-1 now. 1-1, getting ready for mixed doubles. As they start to partner up and get ready to get loose, get on the court, I want to talk about one more sponsor, John Smith Subs. They're at 11156 County Line Road here in Madison. Amazing subs. If you have the chance to stop there, definitely stop there. Get a sub. I'm a pretty boring guy with turkey subs, but they have the gator, they have maple bacon, they have all kinds of amazing subs. They're fair priced, they're huge subs, a lot of meat on them. Absolutely delicious. So John Smith Subs, again, another one of our key sponsors. We appreciate them, and we ask that you go out there and stop on a Friday night, grab yourself some subs for your family. Okay, as you can see, we jumped ahead a little bit here. We took a little bit of time to do some practice swings. Now we jumped ahead and we're getting ready to do the first of two mixed doubles. This first mixed double is going to be Keith and Julie are going to take on Shayna and Ron Garcia.
Rocket City Rage. It's going to be Keith and Julie.
Again, now we got Ron Garcia from Midtown Trouble showing some great, teammateship by talking to Shayna, giving her some pointers, making a plan. Like I said, Shayna, the rookie season here with TPO. This is something different. If you've not played rally scoring, if you've not played staying on an isolated side, you're not moving around, you're getting points on side outs, so you're giving up points. Anytime you hit the net, there's going to be a point scored. Shayna some pointers as they get ready to do battle with Keith and Julie. I'm going to call it ahead of time and expect some drops as I say it. Some drops coming behind the players because that is definitely what Julie is noted for. She'll do that and kind of get you winded chasing the ball, and then she will drill it back at you.
Took your time. That was good. Nice and slow. Take your time. No, 2-0.
You see Keith Rush doing a little shake and bake action with his teammate Julie Popovich. He hits a little drop, forcing Ron to reach down and dig it up. Floats it back to Julie, drives it down at their feet for a great point for the Rocket City Rage. Ron with an amazing get. What an amazing grab. And Shayna, like a seasoned veteran, switches sides and finishes out the play. It was a great job. This is their first time really playing together outside of a practice, but the first game environment. And the Midtown, that Midtown Trouble team of Ron Garcia and Shayna Clemmer look like a well-oiled machine. They look like they've been doing this for years.
Good shot.
Unbelievably enough, on our courts here at Trinity United Methodist, we're running 3 courts. We have games on all 3 courts. We have other teammates in the back. We have some spectators on the bleachers. Unbelievably enough, that was the first ball that we've had to chase across the courts. I credit that to some phenomenal play on the court, keeping the ball in play, keeping the ball in between those blue lines that we just freshened up with some fresh tape. Great defense by Ron Garcia, but Julie just relentless, continuing, whether it's the forehand, whether it's the backhand, or a little tomahawk. Julie just kept driving it back at him, and eventually she overcame Ron as he returned a good solid 3 of them, but just couldn't get that last one.
There you go. Nice shot. Good ball, Shane. You put one down like that, you gotta come up with the signature. You gotta give me something. That's the secret. That's the secret.
Nice. You hear me giving Shayna a little bit of advice in the pickleball world. I'm a big believer in everybody has to have their own signature taunt. When you put a good play on, you got to give a little shimmy or a shoulder shimmy or a good little dance that you throw out there when you get your opponents real good. It's all in good fun though, all in good fun.
Good try. We're going to hit 30
There's
minutes.
plenty of game left. Plenty of game. I know, 10. Another 10. Everybody okay? You okay? It's coming to you, Jason. Yeah, it's 11.
We once again reached the 11th point, and that means switch sides. Midtown Trouble's going to the far court. Near court now is going to be the Rocket City Rage. Will be coming to that near court. And of course, the Rocket City Rage is going to be Keith Rush, Julie Popovich will be on your near court now. The sponsor we want to talk about during this particular break, let's go with North Alabama Property Services, or NAPS. North Alabama Property Services is a full service provider for all your outdoor needs. Those guys not only take care of all of my yard work at my house and our development for the most part. They do the development. They put up Christmas lights throughout the development. They do all kinds of landscaping. They'll get your grass green if they got to put some turf in. But they're also Brandon is an amazing guy. He really came out. We had a dead spot in our yard, and Brandon went over with us how to do it. Not the hey, spend $500 and have a bunch of turf put down, but the how we could aerate it ourselves, how we could grow the grass, and no kidding, within a matter of 2 or 3 weeks, we had a beautiful green patch of grass growing there. Under his guidance, making sure that we were putting everything out there that we needed to. So all your lawn care needs, all your outdoor needs, if you need your porch extended, your patio built onto, anything you can engineer, you can put it together, he'll come up with it. Anything landscaping project wise, give Brandon a call at North Alabama Property Services or NAPS. Check them out.
I would have called it out. Hey, Julie, I would have called it out just because.
So I really wouldn't have called that out if I was playing against them. But yeah, we, just like the MLP, just like in the PPA tours, and just like in rec play, it's on the, you've got to make legitimate calls. There, the Rocket City Rage didn't think that it had gone down, but Midtown Trouble showing their integrity and letting them know that it did in fact stay inside of that blue line, and it was in. Even though it's being recorded, there's no instant replays on this one. I can't pause the recording and go back and look it up. This is all on their, on their honor. We have a pretty strict rule about, team captains. The team captains have to hash it out. That's why they have the big pickleball with the C in it on their chest. They hash it out and they make a decision. I try to stay out of it as the commissioner figure of the league. I'm just there to mediate if need be, but I can honestly tell you we've never had any issues within our league. As competitive as what the play gets, as as wild as what some of the shots are, and as close as some of them are, We have such great people that are in this team pickleball league here in Huntsville. It's just an amazing group of folks.
Trying to dig, we cut my jewelry.
17. 14. 14. 14. One of them was 17. 17 little. 14 and nothing. Yeah. Good try, Shayna.
And once again, out there on the court, you hear Ron Garcia and Shayna Clemmer talking to each other. You see a great switch. Ron goes back to get the ball. He calls it, "I'm here." Shayna instinctively runs over to cover the other side of the court to try to prevent, the Rage from dropping one over there. Again, great teamwork. The future looks bright for this mixed doubles team.
Ball. The groan was because it was most definitely going to be out.
We all do it.
Ready? Let's go. Come on. Yes.
I think you're 20.
Yeah.
Game. Rocky City Rage go back up 2-1.
So the Rocket City Rage
More mixed
take
doubles.
that game to go back up 2-1 overall over Midtown Trouble as we go to our second set of mixed doubles. This one's going to be Ron Eckel and the team captain Alice Yielding against her fellow team captain Bernice Parkhill and Tom Reese. So we got the captains coming out. This should be a good battle between these four. Let me talk to you a little bit about our last sponsor that we have out there for today, Handel's Ice Cream. Handel's Ice Cream is homemade ice cream. I mean, some say it's the best on the planet. It's pretty good ice cream. It's delicious ice cream. Ryan's sponsoring a team for us. He's also playing on the team, the Albertville Aces. You'll see him coming up in one of our feature games. So if you get a chance, stop by Handel's, 7086 Highway 72 West or 1303 4 Mile Post Road Southeast. Both locations are Brian's, both of them in Huntsville. Handel's Ice Cream, the best ice cream out there.
Rock City Rage are going to be on the close court. They're up 2-1 right now. It's going to be Bernice and Tom against Ron E.
So again, you can see we did a little jump ahead in the action as we took some time to warm up, and now we're ready to start off the fourth of the doubles games. We got the captains on the court. Bernice for the Rocket City Rage, Alice for the Midtown Trouble. Bernice is going to be partnering with Tom on this one, and Alice is going to team with Ron Eckel Bernice, the team captain, has clearly been paying attention to her teammate and working with Julie on those drops as she throws a beautiful one behind her counterpart, team captain Alice, to score a point for the Rage as we press on. So the Trouble, Alice and Ron Echo on a great run here, bringing the score right back into a 7-9, putting themselves right back in the game. It's one of the beautiful things about rally scoring is you're never really out of the game. But in this case, the Midtown Trouble are really asserting themselves and putting themselves back into the game with some strong play. So we're back very close now, 7-10 to the Rage. right, so the Rage trying to get to the 11-point. Then we go. So they go to 11 first. So as we get ready to go to the switch, what a great game we got going on here. Midtown was down at 1 point, 9-4. They came back to 10-10. Now the Rage at the switch. They do get the 11 first. Rage is going to be in the far court. Midtown Trouble is going to be in the near court. And again, I want to thank the sponsors for this game. Rocket City Rage is sponsored by Luigi's. Luigi's Italian Grill. It's authentic Italian restaurant. The cuisine there is amazing. Chicken Parmesan, you cannot go wrong with that. 7559 US Highway 72 in Madison. Go check out Luigi's. Let them know that their team captain Bernice sent you there. Midtown Trouble, sponsored by Lyric Music Studio. Lyric Music Studio, led by Luz Ladriano. So Luz, go check out Luz. Get some voice lessons. Get some piano lessons. Check out their website, lyricmusicproductions.org. See what plays or what musicals are coming up. Very talented woman, very, very great. Just an amazing person. So if you're looking for voice lessons or music lessons, or you want to catch a pretty awesome musical, lyricmusicproductions.org is your place to go. As we move now to 16-13, Rocket City Rage starting to pull away a little bit here. Team captain for the Midtown Trouble, Alice, is going to take a timeout and get her teammate Ron Eckel to discuss some strategy. But of course, that gives Bernice Parkhill, the team captain for the Rocket City Rage, a little bit of time to discuss a little bit of strategy of her own with her teammate Tom. Once again, as we do a timeout here, we thank Lyric Music Studios. We thank Luigi's Italian Grill for being the sponsors of these two teams on the court. We look forward to next week. We got 2 more teams going to be in our feature game with 2 more sponsors that we'll really start to focus on.
Set those nets up.
You check those. Where's that tape measure? Where's that tape measure?
Shot.
Have you ever been really paying attention to his push shot? It's almost a tomahawk shot, but it's more of a push. I mean, it is lethal, man. It's tough to see where that's coming because I'm thinking, even from just watching it, that he's going to go for a tomahawk that's going to go side court, but he ends up pushing it almost, cross court to the middle area. Very difficult shot to hit, and he's done it several times. So this is definitely something that, that my Huntsville Heat are going to be watching this tape to keep an eye out when we get ready to play them. But a well-timed timeout that Alice took. They got Midtown back into it. Midtown's within 2 points right now.
It's 18-17. Oh!
Thank you.
As we go 18-18 right now, a hush is going to start to come over the spectators and the fans watching because everyone's starting to think the same thing. This so evenly matched game that we've got going on here could possibly lead us to a dream breaker. These teams have been matched up so well. The scores have been so tight. Now with an 18-18 little comeback that the Midtown team made on the Rocket City Rage. Rage leading 2-1, but looks like there's a chance. There's a chance we could go dream breaker here. As Ron Eckel just took that shot and led the serve for the 19 all to get them to 2019. Just the poise and the calmness of both teams really, just shows the level of experience that they're all playing with here. But now we're at a game point, looking for a dream breaker, and we have got one. Our first feature game of the season is going to go to a dream breaker. We're going to once again jump ahead in the action. You can see on the court there, it's the Midtown Trouble. Team captain Alice Yielding making some decisions, doing some strategizing out there with her team. The way that it worked was the Rocket City Rage was the home team, so they got to see Midtown Trouble's initial lineup. They got to see who was going to be in their mixed doubles first, right? But because they were the home team and got to see that, now we go to a dream breaker. So in the dream breaker, team captain Bernice Parkhill had to list out her Rocket City Rage in the order that they were going to play. She had to list them first, and that gave Alice and the Midtown Trouble the opportunity to match up against them. So we'll see which strategy is going to work the best here. As we've got the Rocket City Rage sponsored by Luigi's Italian Grill, and Midtown Trouble sponsored by Lyric Music Studio. Those sponsors have to be proud of their teams as we go to a dream breaker. The rules of the dream breaker is it goes singles. Everybody's on the court for a rally of four only. After they get their four, the next two come on. It's rally scoring. They play to 21. Like I said, unlike in normal singles, you're only out there for 4 rallies. Then you're off and it's on to the next partner. So you're coming out there 2 or 3 times easily as we get ready to start the dream breaker. All right, as we move into this, our first feature game with our first dream breaker, as we move into our dream breaker, the lineup, so it doesn't have to go man against man, woman against woman. It can be whatever the lineup is. So the lineup on this one, having the Rocket City Rage having chose first, they chose Jolie, Tom, Keith, and Bernice. And the counter to that by Midtown Trouble, Alice on her team chose Ron, herself Alice, Ron E, and Shayna. So Ron Garcia is going to go against Jolie, Alice will go against Tom, Ron Eckel will go against Keith, and Shayna will go against Bernice. 4 rallies, rally scoring to 21. Here we go.
getting used to the Dream Breakers this season.
Good try, Ron.
And Julie gets in Ron's head, get him thinking that she's going to go back cross court, and ends up just dropping it straight back in front of him. So Rocket City Rage will go out to the first change at 3-1. Up next is going to be Alice for Midtown Trouble and Tom Reese for the Rocket City Rage.
Tom and Alice. Rocket City Rage. Tom versus Midtown's team captain Alice.
Oh, what was I doing? I was staying on that side.
And Alice brings it to 6-2. They're within 4 now. As we go to the next change, and it's going to be Ron Echo against Keith Rush. Ron Echo for the Midtown Trouble versus Keith Rush for the Rocket City Rage. Up 6-2.
Oh yeah, are you supposed to be over there?
We corrected the serving block. And a cross court. Ball.
4-7.
Alright,
5-7 now. Rocket City Rage still leading. On comes the team captain for the Rocket City Rage, Bernice Parkhill. And for the Midtown Trouble, we're going to have Shayna Clemmer. Again, the rookie coming out here. She's got to be stoked about coming into a 5-7, a small little deficit. But in her first sanctioned TPO match, she goes right into a Dream Breaker. So that's got to be pretty awesome for her.
Good hustle.
good try.
Nice shot. Nice.
So Shayna, having stepped on the court in her first ever Dream Breaker and the Team Pickleball League, brings her team back within 1 as it's 8-7. Rocket City Rage still leads. As we go back to the top of the order, Rocket City Rage, Julie's coming out, Julie Popovich against Midtown Trouble's Ron Garcia.
Nice. 10-9.
So Julie running Ron all over the place. Ron making some incredible cross-court shots, reaching for the ball, chasing after the ball. And we're back at tied up at 10-10. 10-10 as we go back to Alice, the captain of the Midtown Trouble, against Tom Reese of the Rocket City Rage.
Tom versus Alice, the team captain for the Trouble. Oh, nice. Nice job. Tom with a beauty cross-court drop.
14-9.
Oh!
To a 12-14 deficit. On comes Ron Eckel as he'll take on Keith Rush here to see if he can get the Midtown Trouble back into this game.
Good try.
And the captain of the Rocket City Rage, Bernice, comes on now. Now seeing her team face a 15-13 deficit for the first time, really trailing in this Dream Breaker. But Bernice for the Rocket City Rage against the rookie to the TPL, Shayna. She comes in with a 13-15 deficit for the Rage. I can't put words to just the integrity and the awesomeness of this league. As team captain for the Rocket City Rage, Bernice had hit one. It went what we looked like it might have been long. It's a tough one when you're chasing after it. So Shayna wasn't for sure. She was questioning it, and Bernice jumps in there with a massive amount of integrity and calls her own ball as being long. Awesome job, just amazing. I can't say it again. It's an amazing group of people in this team pickleball league.
Team captain right back into this game. So it's back to Ron G versus Julie, aka Sporty Spice.
So back to the top of the lineup here with the Midtown Trouble now up 17-15. Ron Garcia comes back out for the Trouble. Julie Popovich back for the Rocket City Rage.
Tied up at 17.
And what's been a dynamic matchup here, you see Ron getting a little bit of payback on Julie for making him run so much the last time as he's running cross court or pushing her cross court constantly to take the lead at 18-17. Midtown now leads 18-17.
18-17.
Oh, shot. Back to Tom versus team
As we're getting down to it now, we go back to the team captain for the Midtown Trouble, Alice,
19.
coming out here to go against Rocket City Rage, Tom Reese, 19-17. Midtown Trouble closing in on a victory in that very first of the Dream Breaker.
Close it out.
18-19.
We're all knotted up at 19 now. Well, so now we got 2019 and we have frozen scores.
So Alice back to serve at 2019 with the game, set, match, and it's over. 21-19. Midtown Trouble will defeat the Rocket City Rage in our very first Dream Breaker.